Today I'm going to show you how to play my interpretation of the song Stairway to Heaven for the 3-string guitar. I'll play through it once and then I'll come back around and break it down into pieces. The tuning that I use for this song is DGD. It's not a very common tuning, but it lends itself very nicely to playing chords on a 3-string guitar, in my opinion. The beginning of this song starts with this chord, which I use the 3rd finger on the 5th fret, the index finger on the middle string, 3rd fret, and I leave the bottom string open. I use the pinky to come down on the 5th fret of the high string. Open and then 5th. On the next chord, I leave my index finger on the middle string 3rd fret. I use my 2nd finger for the low string 4th fret, and the pinky is going to stretch down to the 7th fret. It is a little bit of a stretch, but I think you'll get it. And I strum the high string and the low string at the same time, and then I'll bring in the middle, so it'll go something like this. So the next chord, I take the finger stretch to another level, which is going to be by me fretting with the index finger. I pretty much just fret everything and then bring the pinky down to the 8th fret. And that's going to be incredibly difficult for a lot of players, especially new players. So I have a workaround for that. So rather than having to do this, you can just do this chord. To make this chord, I use my 2nd finger on the 8th fret on the low string. I use my index finger on the middle string on the 7th fret. And I'm going to use my 3rd finger on the high string on the 8th fret. So that flows like this. The chord that we wound up on there is one of the easier chords. I use my 2nd finger on the low string 2nd fret. I use my 3rd finger on the high string 2nd fret. And the middle string is just open. And it's just a straight strum. This is definitely the easiest, so we're going to do the index finger on the 1st fret on the low string, and the other 2 strings are just open. To get there, it's like this. part is just the index finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the 5th. Then we're going to slide from here to the 13th fret and then a slide to the 12th. So it'll sound like this. This is on the low string. Okay, so from the 5th fret, we fret that and slide to 13 and then to 12. Then we just repeat the verse. And I changed the finger picking on that a little bit for that 2nd verse. A little slower. Then we're going to go from the 3rd finger, from the 5th fret, to the 7th fret, to the 8th. Now on the low string, we're going to fret the 8, middle string, we're going to fret the 7, and then we're going to fret the 8 again with the high string, like this. Then we're just going to slide that chord down 2 frets. So we'll take it to 10, 9, and 10. Then we're going to slide up. The chord is slightly different in that there's going to be a space in between frets. So I use the index finger on the middle string 3rd. The 2nd finger is going to be on the low string 5th. And the 3rd finger is going to be on the high string 5th. So it will sound like this. So after we come back to the 10th fret, we go up here. I have the index finger, which is fretting the high string and the middle string on the 2nd fret, and my pinky is going to be on the 5th, sliding to the 4th. I slide, and then strum again. The low string is just open. Then I take the pinky and go back to the 5th. It's going to go back to the 4th. Then the pinky comes up and back down. 5th, 4th, up and down. Then we're just going to use the low and the middle string. I use the index finger. Sometimes I use my pinky and sometimes I use my 3rd. After I've finished this, since I'm going to be jumping up here, more often than not, I keep my pinky. But you can use the 3rd, you can use the 2nd, whatever's comfortable. So after we leave this piece, come to the 5th fret and the 7th fret, 5th on the low, 7th on the middle, and we're just deadening the high string. It's not coming into play at all. And I do that by just letting my index finger rest on it without pressing down on it. Then we take that and go up to the 3rd with the index and 5th with the middle string. And then we take that up to the 1st fret and the 3rd fret. Again, low string, middle string. So it's like this. and then back to the third. All right, so after that piece, we're going to do a little bit of a boogie run. So we'll go from fifth to third to low string, index finger first, low string fifth, middle string third, like this. Middle string 7, 5 to 7. First, fifth, middle string third, middle string 5th to 7, then middle string 5th, back to third. First, 5th, middle string 3rd, 5th to 7th, back to 5th, back to 3rd. And I do that twice. Then to end the song, we'll go from this 5th fret, walk it down to a progression that we did earlier. So we go 5, 7, 8. We do the 8, 7, 8 chord position. And we'll do the 10, 9, 10. We're going to then go up to a 3, 2, 3 position. Then back to our 8, 7, 8. And then we're going to end on a 5, 3, 5. So it'll be like this. And I just slide into that take that chord and move it up 2 frets and slide into it. That's it for this lesson. Make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments what you think, and if there's a particular song that you'd like for me to show you, let me know. I'll see what I can do.